Hey Scorpio, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to the reading. We're just going to get started here with a split in the deck, and then from the bottom of the deck we have Knight of Swords. You too, eh? Communication. This is all about communication, clarity of thought, but Knights are communication. There are communicators. So this could be a person that you're thinking about, but there is communication coming in. It's going to be clear. It's going to clear a lot of things up. This is so fascinating because I think the whole last 4 readings, Libra, Virgo, Leo, have all been about communication. And there is like mental clarity here. Something is very clear. So there's communication and some mental clarity. Could be anytime I get one, like especially this one is talking about possibly a letter or an email, written communication could be. This always reminds me to go check your spam, your trash, your open your mail. It can be a warning, an alert to check your communication methods and make sure there's nothing sitting there hiding that you actually need to know. Past, present, inner landscape, what's at issue, environment, to-do list, possible outcome. So before I get going on this, these are general readings. Take what works, leave what doesn't. I am doing extendeds over on Vimeo. It's pretty much the same storyline, but we're doing I Ching. It's very fun. I Ching and I have been together for 20 years. Tarot and I for about 12. So I know I Ching a little from way back. And anyway, so it's fun. It's kind of a mashup of I Ching and Oracle deck cards. And I'm having a very good time doing it. So if you want to join me over there, the link will be in the description box right below. So, oh my goodness. So we have a Knight of Swords, very brave, communication. And then the only other person showing up here, though, is the King of Swords. So this is from your recent past. This might be a lawyer, a judge, someone who is very intellectual, very clear in their communication. They know what they are talking about. They are an expert. They are so there's like 2 kinds of experts. There's sort of like, well, there's more than that, but there's like the rigid kind of expert that is they're more invested in being an expert and being perceived as an expert and being right all of the time. This is not that expert. This expert knows enough to know that they don't know everything. They know enough to know that there are extenuating circumstances. This King of Swords can be very, they're smart, but they aren't harsh. They know how to communicate things in a way that those things can be heard and understood by others. So this might be like, I can almost see like a technical writer that writes for the general population, right? They write for Scientific American. They understand the concepts. They understand all of the scientific concepts behind it, but they're able to translate that in a way that makes sense to other people, to the general public, not just fellow scientists. So this person can maybe even is a liaison for, is able, unlike me right now, this person is able to like communicate clearly and describe, take things that are more complicated and everyone can understand what they're saying. So this is a communicator. They may even have a job in communications, technology. They're usually a pretty organized person, very logical, that would be the stereotype of the King of Swords. This might be you. Maybe you've been in a position like this where you're an expert in some sort of field, and you're enough of an expert to know that you're not the whole expert because nobody is. So, but this is someone who's in the top of their field, communicating. They're very successful. Yeah, and what they know what they can't see. They know what they don't know. Okay, there's a really funny quote about that from someone, but it's actually true. Like, you don't know what you don't know. This person is wise enough to know that. So they might be, yeah, a lot of different things. So this could have been you, a state that you were in, a time period where you were in this. I'm not saying you're not smart and you're not the smartest one in the room. So smart, you don't know everything. But this might have been like a role that you played or something, the advisor. There's some major arcana here. I haven't gotten a lot of major arcana in the other readings, but there's definitely some. Oh my gosh, we have Ace of Wands, 3 of Wands, and 4 of Wands. This could be about a spiritual matter. This could be about a creative project. This could be about sexuality. There's a couple different possibilities here with the wands. There's a lot of wands here, enough to let me know that this could be leaning towards like wands energy, fire energy, inspiration energy, sexual energy, creative energy. So just keeping that in mind as we move forward. Here's the world, the end of something, big ending of a phase of your life. So something completed, a completion of possibly a project, completion of a work situation, completion of something, completion of a phase, completion of, there's a full circle completion. We're back at the beginning. We're back where we started, but a year older. It's almost like birthday energy or a new year energy. The old year is definitely done. We're never going back to, 2021. No matter how much we want to, no matter how much we want to go back to 2021 or maybe even 2022, we cannot. So it's very completed, and it's like been marked. I feel like there's a lot of growth, right? We're all doing these cycles, but none of these cycles are circles. None of the cycles any of us do are circles. We learn from each one. We grow, but you have completed some sort of cycle. There's an ending here. This could also be travel, right? The world, traveling the world. It's, circumnavigating the globe. You go back, and when you travel, you return, right? Flaubert talked about that, about how a lot of travel is about the return, and who is there at our return, who is there for us to tell our adventures to, for us to show how this experience changed us. I almost see like, every so often this comes up in these readings, the like slideshow that people used to do at the end of a trip, right? They'd get their friends and neighbors, pull down the little big screen, really big screen, and have a slideshow. So there's almost like, it feels like almost like a debrief from a trip, or like showing where you've been. Here is Jack, agent of mayhem and chaos, the god of chaos. Why didn't I just call you chaos? Okay. Captain Jack is here taking charge of this situation. So anyway, so we have the world here. So it does feel like a little bit like recap, time to recap what just happened and talk about it. Okay. No, that tail is a little large. Okay. In your hopes, your fears, your inner landscape, we're going to just, you can try to pretend he's not here, but it's very adorable. Mm-hmm. And now he's purring. You guys, I can't. Okay, so we had a little pet break here, but Ace of Wands, this is on your mind. You do a new beginning, an inspired new beginning, a new situation. You're thinking of maybe this is a new relationship or a new project. You'd like a new project. Well, yeah, I mean, we've got the World card, something completed, and you're ready for the new thing. You're thinking about, what's the new thing? What's my next project? What's the next thing here? I'd like something new to come in, inspiring. Maybe whatever the last thing was, or the last project, or the last situation, maybe it's been over for a while, and you're really thinking about what's next. But you're looking at the past cycle here. You're definitely looking at the past cycle. You're learning from it. You're learning from last time what happened and how things went. So you're looking to the past and you're learning from it, which is what we need to do with the past. Not rehash, not dwell, but learn from it. And you're looking at you're looking at the past, but also hoping for a new project. There's a new project coming, but you're still maybe looking at the last thing or the last situation. But no, you're thinking about, it's interesting because it's an ace card, but I just see you looking at the past while longing for a new beginning. You're not really, but there's a lot of learning. There's maybe a lot of thinking about the cycles that you go through. And then what's at issue here is temperance. You might be impatient. You might be impatient for the new thing to happen, but it takes time. These things take time. You can't just jump right in. Well, you can sometimes, but in this situation, we're asking for some patience. But you're being impatient, or someone's impatient, or something's moving too fast. Maybe you haven't even been able, maybe this ace is dovetailing with the world card and you haven't really been able to like recover from the last trip. And now you've got some new crap going on. But this temperance card is there hasn't been an adjustment period. That's why you're not like quite, that could be why you're still kind of looking at the past while you have this new beginning sitting in your lap, because you haven't quite digested your last meals. Now we're starting on a new one, but you haven't quite digested the last one. So something may be moving too fast. They're not seamlessly dovetailing. There's like there's doves here too, but they're not seamlessly dovetailing. There's a janky little transition. There's a herky-jerky transition. Maybe someone's trying to control the transition too much or control the situation too much. But there's not been time to adjust to something. There's not been time. In your environment, you have the Emperor. So this could be a boss energy. It sits under this King of Swords, so this could be a boss. The Emperor is someone has a lot more control than you do. You may be being pushed into a new cycle or pushed into a new thing that before you're ready, a new project or something like that. But this Emperor, this is in your environment. So this is something in your environment that's, I feel like, being very pushy and making you transition very quickly. Maybe this could be even a landlord or some sort of boss energy is being very pushy on you. And that's what I get with this Temperance in reverse and this Emperor, is someone has a lot more say in this situation than you do, and they're being pushy. And you haven't even gotten a chance to get used to this idea. That's what's confusing about this Ace of Wands, is like what's on your mind is like this new beginning, but it's not. Your mind's still on the old thing and on the past thing. You haven't had a time. There's no adjustment period going on, and this Emperor is being really pushy, or there's something in your environment. It's just, somebody else has a lot more power and a lot more control than you do. They delegate, and they're delegating something to you, and it just feels like you're not ready for this. You're still like trying to figure out what happened the last time, and you're not quite ready for something. But this person, it's their job to delegate. It's their job to, crack the whip. It's their job to be in charge. They have full institutional support for this role. They are the boss. They are meant to be here. The board of directors put them in charge of this. Like, this person is in charge, or this situation has more control than you do. You don't have a lot of say here, is what I'm seeing. There's like something happening really fast and you don't have a lot of say in it. It's out of your hands. Like if you're renting, your building got bought and you have to move by in 2 weeks or something like that. There's just no transition time. Someone else is very much in charge here, and it's not very smooth. It's not a smooth transition at all. So what your to-do list is Three of Wands. Have faith in the future. Keep visioning, keep looking forward, keep moving forward. Things are going to be okay. You need to have faith that things are going to be okay. You need to keep moving forward, keep looking forward, and hold the faith here. Three of Wands to me is trust in the universe, trust in what's going on. It feels herky-jerky. It doesn't feel comfortable for you. It feels very difficult for you, but trust the process. Trust in your future. And with this Four of Wands, it almost looks like a promotion you don't feel ready for, or an engagement. Someone wants, honestly, it seems like someone wants to get engaged, or someone wants to move something forward much faster than you are ready for. Like here, you're starting a new level. Right, with this Four of Wands card, like if we want to take like our video game metaphor, you've just completed a level, and then the game just automatically puts you in the next level, and you're like, wait a minute, this is a whole new world. Like, I didn't read the instructions, I didn't read the pre-cert. Where am I going? I don't know what happened here. Like, instead of any sort of like, you're hitting, congratulations on your completing the last level. You're going up to the next level. Here's what you need to know about the next level. You didn't get any of that. This is just like, oh yeah, you're headed up to the next level. This could also be, this Temperance card could also be something taking way too long. You're looking back at like, yeah, I did that, I completed that. Where's my diploma? Where's my congratulations? Where's what happened there? Like, am I starting something new? I don't know if I'm starting something new. That could also be a situation here. It's like some sort of transition from something that's been completed and something that's new, and it's not smooth at all. So it could be herky-jerky where like hurry up and wait, or like things are happening, but they're out of your control. So they could be going slower or faster. Temperance card in the upright would be a nice, smooth, steady transition. Things take the time they take. It's okay. But temperance in reverse is like maybe you're getting impatient for the next thing. You completed one project. Where's your next assignment? So I could see this being like either way, like you've already, you're completing something now, and the next project could be, it's someone else's say, someone else has a say here, someone else is in charge and control. Your job is to just be patient. And you might be the one that's not being patient. Now that I'm seeing this card, I don't know. Either this emperor is impatient or you're not being patient. But there's impatience here. Something's either going way too fast or going way too slow. It's going to be different for either one of you. But the timing just seems weird here, or like you don't understand the timing. You're like ready for something, but where is it? And this is, so now with this card, I'm seeing this more as like something's taking way too long. And you got to have faith. You got to have faith. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your vision. Keep your vision clear. Keep seeing what you want to see. Keep focused on what you want. Keep focused on your goal here. Remain focused on this. Remain focused on the future. It'll get here. It'll get here. But keep preparing for the future. Keep thinking about it. Nothing's landing right now. A lot of things are up in the air, and your job is to just have faith, because it's completely out of your hands. With this emperor, it's completely out of your hands. So whether the start is too fast, too harsh, or too far away, and like, where's my promotion already? Like I thought like your diploma's lost in the mail, or your promotion it's someone else's fault. Someone else is responsible for the timing here. It's not you. Your only job is to have faith, either in yourself or in the future. So if the transition to the next level is a little fast, you have faith in yourself, have faith that you've got this. If it's a little slow, which seems a little more likely now as the reading unfolds, continue to have faith, right? If you've gone for like a job interview and they still haven't gotten back to you yet, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope is this one. Continue. What did someone call it? Like hoperin. I think that's better written than said. Like heroin, like a hope addiction. Hoperin. I don't know. Like an addiction to hope, because it feels good. But whatever, if you feel good and it's not like harming you or anyone in your community, go for it. So continue to have hope, because hope feels better than the alternative, which is to give up hope. Do you want that? Do you want those feelings? The hopelessness? No, you don't want that. I can guarantee you that feels like crap. It doesn't feel good. So just stay in hope. It feels better anyway, and you might as well. Like, the whole thing is kind of a head trip anyway. So continue with your positive head trip. Continue to stay in hope. We do have communication coming in that's going to clear things up, especially this messy transition from one level to the next level. It's been a little messy. Like, where is it? Like, I did all the work. Where's the next level? I did this. Where's the next level? Do not give up hope. Do not give in to hopelessness. Chuck, it was so cute. And so then here's where you're going. You are going to hit that next level. You do get the rewards. It's the 4 of Wands. So it's hitting the next level. It's, I'm worried you're going to dump here, let me just finish this. There's a handy dandy handle on there, so I think I'll use that instead. Okay, don't dump that with your big giant tail. So hopefully we've minimized any possible disaster here. So this is the next level, getting that promotion or a commitment to the next level, preparing for the next thing. This is an acceptance. This is a, this cat is very sweetly distracting right now. So this is the next level. You get there. You get to the next level. The next level of the relationship, the next level of the project, the next level of the job, the promotion. It's coming, but you have to continue. Don't go into hopelessness. There's no point to it. if this is what's coming, if this is what's most likely. I mean, we're not talking about guarantees with tarot. We're talking about likelihoods. And then over on Vimeo, when I do the I Ching, we're talking probabilities, right? So this isn't guaranteed, but there's no point in giving up hope for this next level. It looks like it's coming. It's just delayed or herky-jerky. It's out of your control completely. So I see you just waiting in hope, and I see it coming. So, all right, Jack. All right, let's see what happens next. A few more cards here. Jack, I feel like you took a lot of this reading. Like, it was just kind of you coming in here, being cute, distracting. Anything coming out from here? What do you think? Okay, we got something. I was about to give up hope. See, I was about to give up hope on this deck. I was like, you don't want to talk. You don't want to say anything. And then right at the last minute, we got one right when I was about to give up. I mean, that's not a guaranteed. Like, don't try to give up and then be like, I can trick fate into giving me what I want if I say, I'm about to give up. Did you hear what I said? I said, I'm about to give up, fate. I'm a little bit like that sometimes. Okay, so we have Wombat Spirit. Be at home. Chill out. Just relax. Easier said than done. Just relax. You're impatiently waiting for something, but just relax. I feel like here we have these ships coming in, but you're staying at home. You're staying in port, waiting for them to come to you. You've got an idea. You've got one. You've got sort of, this is almost like reminding me of the Star card. You've got one. You've got a reason to have hope. This is not the stupidest hope anyone's ever had. So just chill out, stay in port, Wombat Spirit. Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. So yeah, again, don't give up hope. Don't get mad at this emperor. They do have a lot more say than you do, but that's the position that they have. They may not even like that position. They just, it's just like, hey, this is the position that they have. They're in a position to make the decision. So the decision maker. And you know what I'm getting here? Ow. Cats. You know what I'm getting here is this, I think we're getting some sort of like indication that this person you've known in the past, you know them to be fair, right? I had a little bit of an attitude problem with the emperor at first, but I feel like they are very fair and they are very logical, and they do understand more than what they probably let on. So I feel like this King of Swords is this emperor, or could be this emperor, and they actually do. They know what they don't know, and they could be waiting for other information from other emperors to come in. So be generous of spirit. Don't go hating on this one just because you're not getting what you want right away. And then we have Stag Spirit. Take the lead. This is interesting because this is more of this Emperor energy and this King of Swords energy, the leadership here. So we could be just talking about a leader here. Talking about a leadership position, or just an indication about somebody is in a leadership position. I think also it can be about keeping your intentions pure as far as this is concerned, right? Taking leadership of your own vision. I mean, this Three of Wands does have you in a like waiting, visioning, but I think at least like you could be preparing for this. Why wait around and wait for the news of this, right? We've got news here coming in, the news of something like this. Just prepare for it now. Just get ready now. You don't have to wait. There's whatever you can prepare now. I feel like you should for this, so that when this happens, because right, we're talking about a herky-jerky transition. When this happens, it could be go time. You might need to be prepared immediately. It sounds very exciting, but you might need to be prepared immediately. So I feel like this is like, don't pack your bags, but at least have like an idea of what you'd need to take on this trip, especially if this is a world trip, or prepare prepare somehow, like, you know, who would be your cat sitter? Who would get your mail if you went on a trip like this? If you went on this trip, like, you know, maybe don't like put half your clothes in a suitcase, but think about, I feel like there's like, I feel like in this situation we're talking about prepare as in like do what you can now, because this is also an act of faith, right? It's showing the universe or the energies like a sense of, I don't want to say entitled expectation because that's really different than how I feel is a useful way to approach it. So, but be so full of faith you actually take some action on your own before you get this permission and green light from the Emperor. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, if you want to join me over on Vimeo for the I Ching portion, you are welcome to. The link will be in the description box. If not, we'll chat again later.